Hi folks, this is Lonnie Matthews, Director of Alliance Financial Ministries and creator of MoneyLIVE. Wanted to put together this quick video to tell you how excited we are that you have decided to bring your youth to our 7th annual Career and Money Simulation event. I also would like to, in this video, share with you what to expect the day of and how to go about navigating MoneyLIVE to maximize your experience. I started MoneyLIVE about 7 years ago because I had an opportunity to talk to some youth about money, and I realized they really have no idea how money works. And trust me, as a parent of a teenager, I get it. With everything that's going on, when do you really have time to sit down and talk to your student about how money works? We sometimes just assume that they're getting it, but the reality is they aren't. So that's why we put together this program. MoneyLIVE is designed to help connect the dots between career choice, potential lifestyle based on your career choice, and the educational level needed to get the career that you want in order to live the life that you want to live. So this is a really exciting program that we've been doing for the last few years. We're even more excited this year because for the first time we're going to host a themed event where all of the activities for this year's program will be around STEM careers, and things of that nature. We're not necessarily saying that everyone has to go into a STEM career, but we wanted to mix things up a little bit and just kind of share some information about the STEM related careers in that arena this year. And then next year we'll try something else and keep adding to it. But go ahead, take a few more moments and watch the rest of this video where we kind of walk you through what to expect that day and how to navigate and get the best out of your experience. So again, this is Lonnie Matthews, Director of Alliance Financial Ministries and creator of MoneyLIVE. Thank you so much, and we look forward to seeing you on Saturday, June 9th at the NRG Center. Hello, and welcome to this presentation. As mentioned, I wanted to just put together this quick video to kind of give you an idea of what to expect the day of MoneyLIVE, particularly for those parents who have not had a chance to experience it. Maybe you saw the advertisement and thought, wow, this is a really, really great program. I think it would be interesting to bring my students. Well, let me tell you, you've made a great choice by doing so. We've been doing this program for the past 7 years, have had some amazing results when it comes to students. We've been able to touch the lives of 1,800 students in the last 7 years, and we're really excited about this year's program. So this video, again, is designed to just give you an idea of what to expect the day of, how to navigate, and most importantly, how to get the most out of the experience as you bring your student to us. The parent organization that created MoneyLIVE is actually called Alliance Financial Ministries. Alliance Financial Ministries is a nonprofit organization whose mission is to promote financial literacy. That's what we do. Our organization has been around since 2002. We've provided adult programs over the years, and since the last 12 years we have been including some youth programs. We actually have after school programs for elementary school, middle school. We do a in-school event for middle school students, as well as we do our MoneyLIVE for high school students, as you well know. All right, a few facts on students and money, and maybe you knew these, maybe you didn't, but did you know that teenagers, according to this latest study, spend about $26 billion, or a total of $26 million, is usually spent annually on teenagers. The total U.S. teen spending on products bought by and for teens over the last couple of years has averaged about $258 billion. Total annual income in the United States by teens is about $91 billion. So teens do have jobs. They have money. I would imagine that's the 17-year-old, 18-year-olds. The average income of the 12 to 14-year-olds is about $2,700 a year, as well as 15 to 17-year-olds, $4,000 a year. The annual amount of money families spend on teens, as you probably well know, is quite a bit. It's about $157 billion. That's food, apparel, or clothes, personal items, not to mention other things that pop up. Let's face it, I have an 18-year-old and a 15-year-old, so I get it. Dad, I need $15 for the T-shirt. When do you need it? Today. Like, seriously? Couldn't get a heads up on that. All right, as I digress, the truth is, when it comes to financial literacy, these are the statistics that alarmed us the most and why we felt like we needed to do something as an organization to help students get where they need to be. So 32% of high school seniors use credit cards and 53% of them use debit cards. So about 33% of the high school seniors have some form of credit card, have access to it, whether it's their parents or whether they have them in their own name. 52% of the high school seniors did not know that paying off a credit card more slowly will result in higher finance charges. So we're putting these credit cards in the hands of these students, and we're not teaching them how to use them. They don't totally understand. So there is a great need in the land for financial literacy, and MoneyLIVE is just doing our part by exposing students to it. But really, as parents, it's really up to us to try to make sure that that point's been driven home. My wife and I were having that discussion, and we feel like a lot of times parents just see or feel like students learn by proximity by watching us. But the truth is, if we don't give them an opportunity such as MoneyLIVE to experience it firsthand, they just don't know. We've had a lot of parents over the years call and say how disappointed they were in their child because they overspent. And my question always is, well, have you sat down and shared this information with them prior to that? And most times, no. Not judging as a parent, but this is an opportunity. 83% of the high school seniors did not know that stocks are more likely to yield higher returns than savings bonds, savings account, and checking accounts over the next 18 years. And only about 18% of the parents are talking to students are talking about school budgeting. Only about 18% of the parents are actually, sharing that information with the student, helping them understand it. Some more statistics. These are much of the same statistics. So we're going to jump straight in and talk about what is MoneyLIVE. Well, MoneyLIVE is a program that's designed to deliver practical and financial lessons to students. This one-day program gives high school and college students an opportunity to learn about careers. Students also learn how to make real-life financial decisions. So what happens is the concept for MoneyLIVE and why we have this program is because we want to connect the dots between career choice after high school and the potential lifestyle you can have. So we want the students to see what type of lifestyle they want to have, and is that feasible based on their career choice. And depending on whatever their career choice is, have you considered a level of education that you're going to need beyond a high school level to get to your career choice, to live the life that you want to live? So in a nutshell, that's what we are trying to create with MoneyLIVE in this simulated environment. So what happens is we talk to students about careers, we share information about careers, we talk to them about budgeting, and then we give them an opportunity to do that, which I'm going to talk about a little bit later in the next couple minutes in this presentation. So how do we connect? There are a lot of programs out there that are similar to MoneyLIVE. You might have heard of them. JA has a BizTown, and other companies are doing some of the similar things, which I'm not saying that this came to by some divine intervention one night in a dream. I woke up and the light was in my face. That's not what I'm saying. This was just seeing some other products that are out there and thinking, well, how can we do something similar but different in a different kind of way? So what we do is we create an atmosphere where, think if you will, where financial literacy, if you will, meets MTV. We reach the students on their level. It's the super hype environment. We have a DJ playing music. We get the kids up and moving. We get them excited about being there. Let's face it, most students are not excited about getting up on a Saturday morning and coming up here. They're probably going to ask you, Dad, Mom, why are we even doing this? What is this about? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, trust me, I get it. Let me just take a deep breath before I get started talking about teenagers. So just bring them anyway. We will have some light refreshments in the morning, some snacks, granola bars, and fruits and things. But I promise you, we're going to have the atmosphere super excited for the students. If you can just get them there, they'll have a good time after all. So on the day of, when you arrive at MoneyLIVE, the event is held at the NRG Center, which is actually behind the stadium off of 610. So you want to enter, when you arrive, enter off of Kirby, past the stadium in the red lot, entrance number 10 is where you would like to enter into the gates. All right, it costs $12 to park at NRG. Unfortunately, we don't have any control over that. That's their cost to park, and we certainly would love to be able to offer you a free pass, but with 400 students coming to the event, that would be quite costly on our end. So we ask that you consider that $12 as, hey, it's a small price, a small investment to have my student learn about financial literacy and get the information they need. So it does cost $12. Be prepared to pay that when you get to gate 10. So if you feel like, wow, $12 is a bit more than I want to pay, but I still want to come, the other less expensive option would be to take the Metro Park and Ride, which is located off of Fannin behind the old Sam's, where Sam's used to be. You park in that lot. As far as I know, it's free. On Saturday, you can just park and ride the train. The train will let you off right here just past Holly Hall. Once you exit the Metro train, you would enter into gate 2, come into gate 2 and come down this path and come into the NRG Center. Now we're going to be on this end down here, the west end, upstairs, second floor, the mezzanine level. The mezzanine level on second floor, 600 series rooms. So once you get off the escalators, you'll see us. We'll be right there. You'll have volunteers that are greeting you and welcoming you. And there'll be a lot of activities going on just right there in the lobby area for your student to get excited about what we're doing and why we're doing the MoneyLIVE piece. So again, come in off of exit entrance 10 and park in the red lot, costs $12. Or the less expensive option would be to take the parking ride where you park for free, but maybe $1 or $2 to ride the train to the stadium or to the NRG Center, as you will. Once you get there, you'll go ahead and check in. So you can check in as early as 8:15 if you need to. We'll have the activities starting, and the room will be excited. The excitement would be in the air. Students will find one of our friendly volunteers that they're going to be the register. So if you have pre-registered, which you probably have, if that's the only way you're listening to this video is if you pre-registered, you're the only ones that have access to it. You just find your name, find your on the list, check in, let them know you're here, and grab your bags. Each student grabs a bag. It's going to have all the materials that they need to participate in the money simulation, workbook, calculator, pencil, other goodies as well. So between when you arrive and when we actually start the simulation, we have STEM activities. So this year's MoneyLIVE is a STEM-focused event. This is actually the first year that we have done a STEM or themed event. It's just been in the past generic careers and career advice, but now we're going to focus on STEM careers. We're not telling everyone that they need to have a STEM career. It's just the industry that we chose to highlight because there's a great need in the land for those careers. And not just engineers, might I say. We're going to stress the fact that you can work in a plant as a process technology operator with a 2-year degree. That's a 2-year program, and most plants nowadays are paying for students to go through the program because there is such a need for process technology, lab techs, all the different areas within the STEM area, robotics. So we will have activities from these amazing companies that are partnering with us for your student to come out, have some hands-on experience, program a robot to do certain things, some science experiments, just a lot of fun environment for the students. So that's going to start at 8:30 till about 10. So that is by design because although we say 9 o'clock, people start to kind of checking in late, and then the simulation had already started. And so we wanted to at least bring value added to the program by giving this opportunity, and also give folks time to get checked in. So from 8:30 to 10, we definitely will have the STEM activities. So come on in, get there early. We have prizes that we're going to give away, so you don't want to make your child to miss out on some of the prizes because you didn't get there early enough to get some of them. All right. So the next thing then is once the STEM activities, they're all going on, we're going to kick things off. We're going to get the program started, start with some introductions. We'll do a short presentation to the students on why we're here. We talk about, education level beyond high school, and just kind of get them excited about what's going on. Parents, we will have workshops for you during this time period. which I'll talk about here the next slide, what you can expect as a parent. So we want to provide you with some information while your student is going through the simulation. And again, that is by design, because we want the students to be able to go through the experience without the help of their parent, so that you can see where your student is and what kind of decisions they're making. So parents, please let your students feel free to go. Let them fail. Don't help them. And then we can that'll present an opportunity later for you to have a conversation with your student. We're going to have some amazing volunteers. So what's going to happen during the simulation, just kind of a FYI, is in their bags, each student will have a career card. And the career card is going to tell them what their career is. It's totally random. A lot of them are STEM careers, but some of them are not. Some of them make a lot of money. Some of them don't. Just different careers. They will have a spouse. In most cases, that student will have a child. And they're going to have a list of debts that they have, whether it's credit card debt, student loan debts. So what we'll do is we'll give them a workbook and have them start filling the workbook out with their career to calculate their bring home pay, all these different things that we get a chance to introduce this to them. Like, hey, what's the difference between gross pay and net pay, right? A lot of students don't know that. They don't know the taxes and unemployment, all that stuff comes out. So we'll do that piece, and then they will get a chance to go around the different rooms. So see, our happy volunteers here, they're there to assist, and I use the term assist very lightly. In other words, they're there to sell your student whatever they need. So they will visit the housing table where they have to buy a home. They'll visit the car station where they have to buy a couple of cars for them and their spouse. If they have kids, they'll have to go to daycare. They'll have to go to the grocery store. They'll have to go to the mall. They'll have to find out their family vacation, and all those things they got to spend money on, and they're having to make financial decisions. And see, these are some kids right here tallying up, trying to figure out what they owe and how much they have left over. So it's a really, really fun experiment that we do for the students, really just an eye-opener. After that, we'll have a debrief, and then we're going to dismiss everyone. And so that'll be the day. That's kind of the gist of the day. Now, as far as the parent workshops, we have some very valuable information for you as parents. These are just a couple of the vendors that will be there to share information. It's all information. They're not there to sell you anything. Don't feel pressured. That's not why we're here. It's just want to provide you with information to help your student take it to the next level. That's the goal here. Now, after everything is done, the simulation is completed, we're going to get everybody back in the main room, parents and students, and do a small, short debrief, get some feedback on how the students felt about what they did. But this is what's going to happen for you now as a parent, whether you stay or whether you drop your student off or whether your student's part of a group, whatever the case may be. Here's what I want you to do afterwards. This is an excellent teaching moment. This is an opportunity for you now as a parent to sit down with your student, go through that workbook, look at the decisions that they made, and talk about why you bought the car you bought, why you chose the home you chose. How do you feel about how that affected your budget? I've had parents call and email me on various extremes. Some parents will call and say, "Thank you so much. I appreciate what you did. My student and I went through this workbook. I think they get it." We had a single mom call and say, her son just came home and gave her a big hug and said, "Mom, I have no idea how you managed to keep our lifestyle the way you do, but I love you." And it's stories like that make it worthwhile while we do Money Live. And then I've had parents on the other end call and say, "I cannot believe my child bought these 2 Lexuses knowing they don't make enough money. But, hey, Mom, that's what kids do if they don't see anything different, So this is a great experience to teach them how to manage money and what needs to be done when it comes to their money. And then we have an amazing partner, which is American First National Bank, and they've agreed to sponsor our online software. We have an online curriculum. It consists of different modules and videos for your high school student to have access to Money Live year round. But you have to attend to be able to get access to it. So once the event is over, we will share with you how your student can get free access. We only have so many, so make sure you come on in and actually attend and allow your student to sign up for our online curriculum that we do have. The next thing is we ask that you connect with us. Connect with us on social media. If you have not already, do so when you get there. Let your student know, hey, you need to connect on social media because we give away prizes on our social media account. It always amazes me how we have students, check in on social media, post some things using the hashtag, and then when we give away a $25 gift card based on some Twitter, now everybody's like, oh, wait a minute, what's the hashtag? Like, no. We try to tell you. No, but no, they can join at any time, but connect with us, help us spread the word. Now that you've signed your student up for this, don't be selfish. Don't be selfish. Go ahead and let some friends and neighbors know about this program and what we're doing to help these students. And then the last thing is, because I don't want this video to be too long, is we're working on our MoneyLIVE app. So just kind of be on the lookout for that so you can connect with us year round. And we have some other things going on throughout the year. We have MoneyLIVE pop-ups. We partner with other organizations. So be ready to be a part of the MoneyLIVE experience even after this one-time, one-day intervention type event. And then the last thing before I go is I would like to go on record to thank some amazing companies who, without them, MoneyLIVE would not be possible. These are just some of the organizations. These are our partners. And these are the companies that allow us to make this program free of charge to you and your student, because we really care about the community. We care about you and your student, and making sure they get the information they need to be as successful as they possibly can. So with that being said, if you have an opportunity to use their services, I would be remiss if I didn't say they're the reason why Saturday, June 9th is possible. So don't forget, this year's event, June 9th, Saturday. We look forward to having you come out and spend a few hours that morning with us. We'll be done by lunch. So that's a great opportunity to take your student to lunch and just kind of talk about what happened, what their experience was with MoneyLIVE. All right, guys, thank you so much. Certainly appreciate your time, and I look forward to seeing you on Saturday, June 9th.